I'm Steve Herfkins. I started working at Chili's a little bit over a month ago, and it is so messy. California labor law says that you have to take a 10-minute break, or you can take your 10-minute break. I believe it's 3.5 hours to 4 hours. You're supposed to take it. In the middle of that, if you ask a manager to take a break after you've been working, let's say 4 hours, they'll be like, oh, the restaurant's busy, deny, and they'll just deny you. It's just this whole messy thing. And I've asked other coworkers, like, oh, like, what is the break situation around here? Because anytime we have three different managers, I would ask a manager and they would give me a really like dodgy answer, or they would like avoid answering it. If they even get one small chance to exploit someone, they're gonna push it further. Like, I know how this stuff starts, it snowballs. One of the managers told me, he said, well, they're going to come in and they're going to be at the host stand for like 30 seconds, and then they're going to be sitting down and their mask is going to be off. So there's no point in them having a mask to begin with walking to the restaurant. And then at that moment, I'm like, okay. But then in my head, I'm like, if they have COVID or some like strain of it, like, you're putting me at risk, you're putting any other hosts at risk, like anyone they interact with before like they get to their table, like, you're putting them at risk. So it's like, I don't care if they're standing at the host stand for 2 seconds before I seat them. They should still have a mask on for my benefit, for their benefit, for everyone's benefit. As soon as I noticed all these fishy things, I'm like, there's got to be someone online with a similar experience. Because I looked up like labor law, and I noticed that Brinker literally had a Supreme Court case regarding breaks. And I was like, okay, so this has been fishy since like 2007. So then I went on Reddit, and I was like, I wonder if anything's on here. And then I went on TikTok because I'm like, people are probably posting stuff on TikTok. And then that's when I found Alex Serves Tea. And I just went down this giant rabbit hole of people that were just like being like exposing like Chili's and Brinker. If more people have these stories, more people are going to see these stories on the outside, and then eventually, hopefully the corporate is seeing this and they aren't just, because if one small voice goes against like the corporate Brinker, International, Chili's, all that stuff, they're just gonna be like, oh, whatever, like, that's not going to hurt the brand at all. But if there's like thousands upon thousands of people around America that are doing this, they're going to take notice, and they can't just put out the flame of that many people as they would with one person. So there's definitely power in sharing stories